Good morning, second grade. So today for our writing lesson, we're going to be starting with week 17. And so we'll do week 17, day 1 and week 17, day 2. So this week, it's actually a poem that I will be reading to you. And it is a very old poem, but it is also a very famous one. It is called The Pied Piper of Hamelin by Robert Browning. And so there's going to be quite a few words that might be a little hard to understand, but I actually would like to go over a couple of those for you to know before I start reading. So Hamelin Town, Brunswick, Hanover, and the River Weser are all in Germany. Salted sprats are small fish that are preserved in salt, kind of like sardines. Naughty is an old name for a fool. Ermine is a kind of fur. The corporation is like the city council. They are the businessmen who decide how to solve the city's problems. And a guilder is an old kind of coin. All right, so I'm going to read through this poem and then I will ask you a few questions. Hamelin Towns in Brunswick by famous Hanover City. The river Weser, deep and wide, washes its wall on the southern side. A pleasanter spot you never spied. But when begins my ditty, almost 500 years ago, to see the townsfolk suffer so, from vermin was a pity. Rats! They fought the dogs and killed the cats, and bit the babies in the cradles, and ate the cheeses out of the vats, and licked the soup from the cook's own ladles, split open the kegs of salted sprats, made nests inside men's Sunday hats, and even spoiled the women's chats by drowning their speaking with shrieking and squeaking in 50 different sharps and flats. At last the people in a body to the town hall came flocking. "'Tis clear," cried they, "our mayor's a naughty, and as for our corporation, shocking to think we buy gowns lined with ermine for dolts that can't or won't determine what's best to rid of us of our vermin. You hope, because you're old and obese, to find in the furry civic robe ease. Rouse up, sirs, give your brains a rackling to find the remedy we're lacking, or sure as fate we'll send you packing." At this the mayor and corporation quaked with the mighty consternation. An hour they sat in council. At length the mayor broke silence. "For a guilder I'd my ermine gown sell. I wish I were a mile hence. It's easy to bid one rack one's brain. I'm sure my poor head aches again. I've scratched it so, and all in vain. Oh, for a trap, a trap, a trap." Just as he said this, what should hap at the chamber door but a gentle tap? "Bless us," cried the mayor. "What's that?" So that's the poem. I know it's kind of difficult to understand for you probably, but that's okay. I'm going to ask you some questions and try to make it as easy as possible. So what problem did the townsfolk have? So the townsfolk are the people in the town or in the city. So what were they complaining about? So the town people, they were complaining that the town was filled with rats. That's when they said rats. They fought the dogs and killed the cats and bit the babies in the cradles. They ate cheeses out of the vats. They licked the soup ladles. So they were having a problem with rats. Can you list some of the bad things that the rats did? What were some of the bad things that the rats did? So like we said before, they fought the dogs, they killed the cats, they bit the babies, they ate cheese and soup and sprats. They even made nests in the hats, and they also made a lot of squeaky loud noises. How did the townspeople feel about the mayor and the corporation? How did the townspeople feel about the mayor and the corporation? So they were very angry, and they thought that the mayor and the corporation weren't doing their job of getting rid of these rats. What did the mayor wish for? What did the mayor wish for? He wished for a trap. He wished for a trap. And towards the end, what did the mayor hear? He heard something. He heard something. He heard a tap on the door. And it says here, I've scratched it so and all in vain, all for a trap, a trap, a trap. Just as he said this, what should hap at the chamber door but a gentle tap? Bless us, cried the mayor, what's that? So we will see for our following day who was at the door knocking. For today, I'm going to write out a sentence that will say the following. The town was filled with rats. They fought the dogs, killed the cats, and bit the babies. The mayor and the town council couldn't figure out how to get rid of them. So before you write the sentence, please go over the poem A Child's Wish, and then all I want you to do with this sentence I just read to you is write it once on week 17, day 1. All right, bye, second grade.